so good to be here with all of you. Thank you for showing up. Well, I'm just gonna get right into it. This next song, or this very first song that I'm gonna sing, is my brand new single. It's called Back Then, Right Now, and it's very timely for what we're going through right now. You know, we're kind of getting back into that normal life, and this is a song that I wrote about growing up in my hometown, and I grew up in the middle of nowhere in Canada. Likes Canada. And, you know, I just thought it was so much fun growing up there. You literally would just drive around with your friends and, you know, listen to burnt CDs, and I had a yellow Pontiac, so that's what I drove around, and we just wrote this song about kind of bringing some of that, you know, that nostalgic feeling, and also a little bit of that freedom of just kind of living in your own world and bringing that into today. So this is called Back Then, Right Now, and I just found out that Lewis added this to Cat Country, so you guys are going to be hearing it on the station, and it goes like this.
Thank you, Tenille! Everybody, let's give Tenille a big round of applause. That was her brand new single, which is already stuck in my head, so thank you for that. And next up, we have Cam. Y'all, I'm just kidding. Next up, we have Stell.
It was lonely there for a minute. You sounded great back there. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all say what's up to Matt Morganson right here playing guitar and singing. We both think Matt. That'll be easy in the crowd, in the bar later when you're like, oh, hey, Matt. So I grew up not too far from here in Bradenton, Florida. So I'm not a stranger to these parts. But I'm gonna play you a song that I wrote about, well, to be honest with you, getting my heart broken. Good at that. First team, all heartbreakers. All right, you ready, brother? Let's do it. In the corner over my shoulder, I saw you when you first walked in. I said hi, that one night time, and started circling. It's in an auburn cows, you got crimson on, was talking way too loud, trying to make you laugh, coming on way too strong. So you ain't a shot of Jaeger from a stranger at a dive bar. His hands all on your body on the dance floor, trying to first kiss you up against the wall. I know you better than that. Ain't the move, ain't what you do. You don't know the first thing about you. I know you better than that. I know you better than that, yeah. You can take a red tonic when the song comes on and it makes you wanna sing along. We would talk all night if you play your cards right. Text when you get back home. You ain't a shot of Jaeger from a stranger at a tap bar. His hands all on your body on the dance floor, trying to first kiss you up against the wall. I know you better than that. Ain't the move, ain't what you do. You don't know the first thing about you. I know you better than that. I know you better than that, yeah. Girl, just wanna talk in, try to get you back, but I know you better than that. You ain't a shot of Jaeger from a stranger at a tap bar. His hands all on your body on the dance floor, trying to first kiss you up against the wall. I know you better than that. Ain't the move, ain't what you do. You don't know the first thing about you. I know you better than that. I know you better than that. You ain't a shot of Jaeger from a stranger at a dive bar. Oh no. His hands all on your body on the dance floor. I know you better than that. Ain't the move, ain't what you do. You don't know the first thing about you. I know you better than that. I know you better than that. Baby, I know you better than that. I know you better than that.
Let's give a big round of applause one more time for Matt and Stell, you guys. And now, we have the beautiful Cam taking the stage. I'll try not to swear, but I'm so excited it might happen. Fuck yeah, we're here! Okay. I'm sorry, Michelle. We're gonna start off with a song about cheating. That's as country as you can get, right?
You pick the time and the place, don't know how much this hurts. I gave him my heart to break, now I know he broke yours first. Lying right there in my bed, while he was lying to you. Believing the words that he said, how could we be such fools? Hell, those nights that he's given to me, I wish that I could give them back to you. Diane, I promise I didn't know he was your man. I would have noticed a gold wedding band. Diane, rather you hate me than not understand. Oh, Diane. If you don't know this song, I really am telling a woman that I slept with her husband. But the moral of the story is I think you should be as honest as you possibly can be so people can choose their own destinies and their own way forward. And I think in the trueness, they always pit women against each other, but the people that stick up for me in tough times are always the ladies, right? You can blame me if it helps, that's what a good wife would do. But you're only cheating yourself, choosing him over the truth. And all those nights that he's given to me, I wish that I could give them back to you. Diane, I promise I didn't know he was your man. I would have noticed a gold wedding band. Diane, I'd rather you hate me than not understand. Oh, Diane.
Congratulations to Cam. And our next artist, Ingrid Andress, I have to say the first time I ever saw her, I literally just was moved to tears, but the first time I heard her music. So, without further ado, Miss Ingrid Andress.
people. You guys are very quiet. That's awesome. Love that for me. Hi! Wow! This is amazing! I'm not gonna lie, I would lie and say like, oh yeah, I've seen this within the past year, but this is the most people I've seen in over a year. So, Jesus, take the wheel! So, nobody has been on dating apps for a year, and if you have, I'll pray for you. But I wrote this song pre-pandemic about my friends who were on Bumble, and I've never been on Bumble, but I did hack into their accounts and match them with people without them knowing. And dear Lord, were those messages terrifying. But it made me realize that dating nowadays is very difficult, especially now. And I wanted to remind my friends that you deserve the best from everybody in a relationship. So if somebody ghosts you at a Chili's, probably not a second date option, you know? So, this is called Both, to remind you that you can tell the person what you want and you deserve it. Casual, you're keeping it casual, nothing to lean and fold, and nothing irrational, no. So why do you text me, saying you miss me, staying in my place? It's kinda confusing, you're blurring the lines, you're playing two sides, just make up your mind. You can tell me to stay, you can push me away, have space or get close, but you can't do both. You can kiss me goodnight or kiss me goodbye, baby, love me or don't, but you can't do both. Impossible, you make it impossible to know what you really want. It's so irresponsible, yeah. So what does it mean when you're telling me secrets? I'm spilling mine and you're just getting deeper. You're blurring the lines, you're playing two sides. Just make up your mind. You can tell me to stay, you can push me away, have space or get close, but you can't do both. You can kiss me goodnight or kiss me goodbye, baby, love me or don't, but you can't do both. You can tell me to stay, you can push me away, have space or get close, but you can't do both. You can kiss me goodnight or kiss me goodbye, baby, love me or don't, but you can't do both. You can't do both. So why do you text me, saying you miss me, staying in my place? It's kinda confusing, you're blurring the lines, you're playing two sides, just make up your mind. Thank you! That's all the dating advice you need. On to you, Tenille.
You guys, how freaking awesome is this? Oh my gosh. Not only, like, I'm sitting over here, like, as a fan of these three people on stage, and I'm just loving every minute of it. So, yeah, just, this is awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here. And I'm gonna play a brand new song for you guys, if that's cool. So, how many of you can remember your very first apartment? Yeah, some of them were probably very nice, some of them were probably kind of shitty, and either way, I feel like we all kind of get a little bit emotionally attached to those walls and the things that happened during those first few years, whether it was in college or whether you moved to a new town. And you know, for me, I grew up in a small town called Weyburn, Saskatchewan. And when I moved to Nashville, I drove that little yellow Pontiac that I mentioned in the first song that I played all the way down to Nashville with my mom and moved into this one-bedroom apartment. And she kind of got me settled, and then about a week later, she took off on an airplane, and I was in a new country by myself for the first time. And just so many things happened in that apartment. You know, it was the start of my career. I saw dreams of mine come true. I had my heart broken. I fell in love. It was just all of these things that happened, and it was really tough to leave. I just recently moved out of that one bedroom. I stayed there for like 5 years, and I just wanted to write a song about it. I don't know, I felt so emotionally connected to it. So during quarantine, I was over Zoom with a couple of my co-writing friends, and we wrote this song called One Bedroom Apartment. And it's all for basically a letter to the next dreamer that would move into that Nashville apartment. So it goes like this. It's gonna take a minute to get your key unstuck. And when you walk in it, it's not gonna look like much. The appliances are from the 80s. They've been talking renovations lately. If I were you, I wouldn't hold my breath. I kinda think it's perfect as it is. There's a wine stain on the living room carpet Saturday. Girls' night knocked it over. Yeah, 'cause we were dancing. Oh, these walls saw everything from falling in love to chasing a dream, yeah. No matter growing up happy. It ain't a mansion in a millionaire's market, but you'll be surprised at the memories you can feel in this one-bedroom apartment. You won't believe the people you can cram into that kitchen. They're gonna make it feel like home, even when it's home you're missing. And I know it's just a parking lot view, but sitting on the floor of that bedroom, you're gonna plan your whole life. Yeah, that lease is gonna fly by. There's a few holes from hanging out pictures, and I lost time in that bathroom mirror. Some tears and a lot of laughing. Oh, these walls saw everything from falling in love to chasing a dream, yeah. A lot of growing up happened. It ain't a mansion in a millionaire's market, but you'll be surprised at the memories you can fit in this one-bedroom apartment. And I hope this place does for you what it did for me. One day you'll see why it's tough for me to leave. There was stain on the living room carpet Saturday.
voice is so beautiful. I've never been able to hear her sing live. Didn't you say you haven't been playing even the single this whole year.
No.
I mean, what a beautiful voice. Yeah. It really is such a pleasure. Thank you guys for giving us the opportunity and Cat Country for bringing us all together just to be able to sing music for you all. I got you with Burning House. I'm gonna save it for the end. I feel like that's the right way to do it. But I was reminded how Tenille is from Saskatchewan. And my grandmother was born and raised in Saskatchewan, Canada. Her name was Marvel Sinclair, and my middle name's Marvel after her. And she was the one who taught me a lot about life. Raised Baptist and very salt of the earth, was also the one who gave me the talk about the birds and the bees. She said, Cameron Marvel, sex is like a milkshake. Once you have it, you're always gonna want it. Brilliant. And I think as a 12-year-old, I blushed so hard, but her owning it and just saying, if you love someone and you want to just give all yourself and all your heart and all your soul to them, it makes sense in those moments. And so with her in mind, I'm gonna sing a sexy song. This is called Till There's Nothing Left, and this is for you, Grandma. I wanna steal every breath of fire, every star in the southern sky. Wanna lay down in the dark, take a match right to your heart. I wanna hide with you in the rain, in the eye of a hurricane. I'm gonna call it for what it is, give you everything I got to give. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. Me and you in the backseat, driving me crazy, killing me, baby. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. The windows up, spinning all my love, praying God don't send me. Till there's nothing left.
The dirty secret to this is like, I got the best seat in the house because I got all of them coming through this speaker that's pointed right at my face. So I can hear everybody sound so good. Oh! That ain't, hold on just a second, Daddy. That ain't what that's supposed to sound. There we go. If I had to guess though, that's probably on my end. This guitar is older than Fort Myers. And I play some, is Florida Gulf Coast University here? I lost to y'all in y'all's gym a few years back. So don't bring it up.
Just twist it a little bit.
Is that?
There we go. Oh.
That ain't gonna happen. It's definitely something to Jack Patty. This is on my end. This is not.
Everybody give it up for Patty, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold those still.
You want me to come hold it for you?
Man, have to be crazy to say no to that. Thank you.
Y'all have fun.
All right. If you feel like singing over my shoulder, you can do that too. Oh, we have a backup guitar. Let's do that. Cam, can you still hold the jack then? Hey, Patty, will you mute me for just 1 second? Thank you.
I mean, I sing this whole sexual song and I still blush at the Jack joke.
Love it.
So tall, I mean, I don't know.
I'm the one blushing over here. I'm so tall the blood can't get to my face.
Wow.
All right. Is it not? Is it? It's not my
Tell
guitar.
me, you gotta twist.
This guitar sounds great. We'll play it. Awesome. All right, cool. Well, we're playing this in standard tuning. We're playing this in G and not F sharp, guys. Full disclosure. I wrote this song about. Now spoiler alert. I'm the pray for you guy, but thank you. But I wrote this song about after that, and I've never written a song that's any truer than this one. And man, I gotta thank Cat Country, and I gotta thank y'all out there for making this a #1 song. And a #1 song in the country, but more importantly, a #1 song in Fort Myers, Florida. It goes like this. It's a big old world inside this little town. Thought that's all I needed to drown out. It was gonna be easy. It was supposed to be easy. Put some days, put some miles in the rear. If you stayed in line, swing me and you. Just a little space and time, and I'll be fine. I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. There you were in the Delta nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map that would stop me from missing you and looking back. Guess it's just one place I haven't gone. I've moved everywhere but home. My mail's still going to my mama's house, 'cause I'm still on who I am without you, why I still think about you. Just like my time, they can ease me. Loading trucks, pouring coffee, pouring concrete, planting my next move, getting on you. Yeah, I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. There you were in the Delta Nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map that would stop me from missing you and looking back. Guess there's just one place I have belong. I moved everywhere but home. That highway, this old highway, would fix me up somehow. Wouldn't let me home by now. I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. There you were in the Delta Nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map that would stop me from missing you and looking back. Guess it's just one place I have belong. I moved everywhere but home. I moved everywhere but home. I was gonna say, hey, y'all sing that chorus with me, but I can hear you singing it over that right there, so I appreciate the hell out of it.
So, where'd you move to?
Well, hither and yon.
Lovely. So, if y'all don't know my music, I usually am the person that just brings it down to the sad moment, so that from here, it can only go up from here. So I'm here to bring your mood down. It's fine. I've embraced it. I've accepted it. But I wrote this song because I was analyzing, as one does. I'm a scientist, clearly. How relationships and marriages work. Because I grew up watching Disney movies, which I love. I can quote Snow White to The Emperor's New Groove, come at me. I know every line. If you want to have a Disney quote off later, just hit me up. But I did realize that a lot of the times, you know, like, oh, you fall asleep and somebody kisses you and then you're married. And it's like, oh, that's terrifying. But that's true love, and Sleeping Beauty found her love, and that's amazing for us. But I think that love, when it's real, it's like a choice you make every day, is what I've concluded from my scientific experiment. And I think, especially after this past year, I think it's brought a lot up in people's relationships, just people that I've known, and just myself. And this song means a lot. It hits different now because I wrote it before the pandemic, but I wrote this song basically to remind ourselves that, like, love is a choice, and it's hard, and it's not a fairy tale, but it's real, and it's a beautiful thing. And if you need to cry, I'm with you. I will probably cry too. Here we go. Also, drink up. I had a sip of tequila before this, so you might need it. This is The Stranger. I can't remember the last time we sat at the table, just the two of us, looked into each other's eyes and made the choice to choose us. their feet telling me you can't. Well, let's trace those steps till we can find where we got lost in love that time. And you play the stranger, I'll play the girl at the bar, the same place where this all got started. Sometimes I wish I didn't know you at all, so we could do it all over and fall all over each other again. Let's trace the steps of where we've been to make it feel like home again. And you play the stranger, I'll play the girl at the bar, the same place where this all got started. Sometimes I wish I didn't know you at all, so we could do it all over and fall all over each other. Do it all over and fall all over each other
Tears of the Evening. Actually, Tenille, you probably, and Cam, you probably got a cover on Tears, so maybe you too. Tears.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep y'all in your feels for this next song. I've actually never played this song out either, and I gotta say, I love this type of performance because I feel like you guys get to see the songs that we don't always get to perform in the live setting, where it's just like everybody's getting crazy and like it's fun, and I love that. But I really wanted to just play a couple of songs that I'm really proud of from the last year. And I'm working on a new album that will be coming out in the fall, and a lot of the songs that I started writing during the pandemic were really reflective and looking back on my childhood and my teenage years and my early 20s and all of that, and I just found myself writing a lot of songs about that. And I got in the writing room with a good friend of mine, Shane Snytman, and Ray Fulcher, and we were just talking about different ways that people grow up and talking about mental health and just the things that people go through that change their lives forever, you know, and a lot of us go through things at a really young age, whether it's a divorce or, oh my gosh, there's just so many things that I can think of that change the course of our lives, and we don't choose that for ourselves. It just happens to us, and it makes us grow up way faster than we want to. And so, being it, I believe May is mental health awareness month, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, and I thought it was really cool that I could write this song with two guys, and that they were so open about their emotions. And it's just so important to talk about things that you're going through. So, all right, with that, I feel like I'm rambling, but I don't know how to intro the song. I've never played it before, so thank you. So this song is called Growing Old Young. Just another Sunday afternoon, crying, trying to drown out the sound of fighting words coming from the living room, going shot for shot in another round. We just sweep it under the rug, never talking about it at all. We just leave it all messed up, add another brick to the wall. Yeah, the thing about growing old young, you fast forward through the innocent stuff, you cut straight to the falling out of love.
like I grew old a lot this past year. So beautiful. I'm excited for your next album. I love the first one, but ageless, exactly. I know, I wish I was young again so I could listen to you as a younger person. That would have, you know, blah, blah, blah.
You're
Anyways.
still young. What are you talking about, girl?
No, but I mean, you get to form, you know, those music you heard at a certain time in your life just shapes you. You know, that hits you in such a way, and you'll never hear that song any differently than how you heard it when you were 12 and you felt like country music knew what you were going through. You know what I mean? Like, it just hits you in such a way, and
Yep.
we are trying our darndest to do that for y'all when we write these songs.
Preach, Cam.
And sometimes we write songs for other people too, because turns out everybody loves country music. Everybody wants in on this sauce. And like, I wrote a song for Miley Cyrus, and I wrote a song for Sam Smith, and I want to sing the Sam Smith song for you guys because it's just so beautiful. I was like, it was incredible. I got to be on tour with them too, and I'd yell out to this big arena full of Sam Smith fans, and I'd say, "How many of y'all like country music?" And it was like, what? I mean, people just freaking love country music. And I had this idea rattling around in my head for a bit. I started out in psychology research, so maybe this is like, I really did do some science shit. Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
But you know that Billy Joel song, in every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong. You know that one? And in my mind, I was like, it would be amazing if it was in your brain, because I was so psychology oriented. Because when you have that love, you meet that person, and in your mind you build this whole palace that you're gonna live forever together in this beautiful palace. And then, like all great love stories, it doesn't work out. And you shut the door and you move away from it. And then if you're like me, a year or two later, along with lurking on their Facebook posts, you go back into your mind to revisit the palace. And now it's just ruins and dust of what could have been. And instead of it feeling sad, because when I was younger, I said this to myself all the time, what a waste of time that I invested into that person and my life, you know what I'm saying? But the truth is, or the higher lesson, right, is that all that time that you spent giving your real heart was helping shape you for who you're supposed to be and put love out into the world where it's supposed to be. So real love is never a waste of time. This is called Palace. My head is filled with ruins. Most of it I built with you. Now the dust no longer moves. Don't disturb the ghost of you. They are empty, they are worn. Tell me what we built this for. On my way to something more. You're that one I can't ignore. And I'm gonna miss you. And I'm still there. Oh, sometimes I wish that we never built this palace. But real love is never a waste of time. And I know we'll both move on. You'll forgive what I did wrong. They will love the better you, but I still owe the ghost of you. And I'm gonna miss you. And sometimes I wish that we never built this palace, but real love is never a waste of time. I'm gonna miss you. I'm still there. Sometimes I wish that we never built this palace, but real love is never a waste of time. Oh no, real love is never a waste of time.
Can we just? Shook it. All right,
I'm
man.
still marinating. Her part's not over yet. I'm just washing. Who you like, Matt? Y'all say what's up again to Matt Morrison over here. He is a bass player by trade in the Matt Stell band, and he sings his ass off wherever we go, and he can do everything. And his dad built that guitar from just pieces of wood, so that's the kind of stock Matt comes from. I'm gonna do my dead level best to not embarrass that guitar you're holding. Cool, love it. Speaking of guitars, man, whoever handed me this one, thank you for that. Oh, little job. There we go. This is our single out at radio right now. This song means a lot. I kind of came to this song in a different way. My buddy Hardy texted me and was like, "Hey bro, listen to this." And I was like, "Yeah." So I went and recorded it.
He has that effect on people.
Yeah, he do. He do be doing that. Anyway, I'm not gonna say too much other than yeah, that was it. I used to drink till I got drunk, my fuse was short. When guard was up, I started a fight, I'd slam the door. That ain't me no more, yeah, I was number one on my list. I never call back the calls I missed. I ain't proud of who was before. That ain't me no more, yeah, turned it all around. She's over the moon right now, come on. Somebody's got her in their shirt. Somebody's texting her at work. Somebody's got a picture on her. Somebody's going fishing with her. She's let some lucky someone see that knock in their dress head before she found one. It's killing me, 'cause that ain't me no more, yeah. No, that ain't me no more. She telling everybody that she's in a better place than she's ever been. It's a name she thanks the good Lord for. That ain't me no more. Somebody's got her in their shirt. Somebody's texting her at work. Somebody's got a picture on her desk. Somebody's going fishing with her dad. She's let some lucky someone see that Nike dead dress at the door. She's found the one that's killing me. 'Cause that ain't me no more. I got a good hold on me. She's got a good hold on him. Never felt one bit as sweet 'cause I'm doing as good and as bad as I've ever been. Good and as bad as I've ever been. Somebody's got her in their shirt. Somebody's texting her. Somebody's got a picture on their dad. Somebody's drinking whiskey with her dad. She's let some lucky someone see that Nike dead dress at the door. She found the one and it's killing me. 'Cause that ain't me no more. Oh, that ain't me no more, baby. That ain't me no more. Thank you.
No, really, no, I didn't mean that in a... Wow, okay, never mind. Anyway. Wow, this is still very weird. In a great way, though. Like, for the first half of this, I'm like, oh, this isn't real. And now I'm like, oh, shit, this is real. You all sound amazing, by the way. Like, it's pretty crazy. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. We're playing music. I grew up in Colorado, and what? Oh, Rockies. Rockies! Yes, sorry, I thought you said something about cheese. I was like, that's Wisconsin. I was confused, but yes, Rockies!
Well, that's my buddy that works for the Rays. That's what he said.
Oh, there we go. Well, my dad was a strength coach for Major League Baseball for the Rockies, so yes, Rockies! But I assumed, because I grew up going to rodeos and listened to Garth Brooks, I'm like, oh, Western, Southern, they're the same thing. They're not. At all. And so I moved to Nashville, and the common phrase that I heard a lot from people was like, oh, well, you're not very ladylike. And I was like, oh no! I was like, what does that mean? So I spent like 2 years of my life being like, what does ladylike mean? I'm like, okay, ladylike, does that mean I have to put makeup on to go to the grocery store? So I tried that, and I'm like, I'm wasting so much time, I'm just going to pick up like a loaf of bread. Like, why do I need to put fake eyelashes on? It was a confusing time for me. And I basically came to the conclusion that whatever rules society has decided we should follow just change every like 10 years. Like, there's no consistency whatsoever. This is me going back to my research. I'm clearly very smart, if you haven't noticed. But I'm realizing that, like, I don't know, whatever you want to be, you can be that whenever you want to be. And that is like the most liberating feeling of all time. And I wrote this song to remind myself of that. But then I realized, I'm like, oh, this is not just about me, it's about all of you too. It's called Ladylike, but Guys, you are not excluded from this conversation, okay? You can be a little ladylike too. And I won't get into details, but you just use your imagination, you know?
I drink tequila straight, haven't brushed my hair in days, and I'll kiss on the first date if I'm really feeling it. I don't even own a dress, bite my nails when I get stressed, do whatever for attention if I'm needing it. Controversial, so outspoken, I've been told I'm not ladylike.
Oh, please sing it, yes. I forgot we could do that now.
But I'm a ladylike, whoa, I could bring you to your knees and get you kicked out the Garden of Eden. Untamable, unframeable, Mona Lisa, oh, kiss you like a whiskey fire, turn around, leave you hide in a riot, lipstick and a cigarette pack on the dash. I'm a lady like that.
Yeah, we are.
Sometimes I forget not to talk about politics when I'm in the middle of beginning head on.
True story.
And sometimes I'm not polite, don't bite my tongue, I speak my mind. Let curse words fly when shit goes wrong.
Sorry, there's children.
Controversial, so outspoken, I've been told I'm not ladylike, but I'm a ladylike, whoa, I can bring you to your knees and get you kicked out the Garden of Eden. Untamable, unframeable, Mona Lisa, oh, kiss you like a whiskey fire, turn around, leave you hide in a riot, lipstick and a cigarette pack on the dash. I'm a lady like that. Oh, I'm a lady like that. Controversial, so outspoken, I've been told I'm not ladylike. But what are we ladies like? But we are ladies like, whoa, I can bring you to your knees and get you kicked out the Garden of Eden. Untamable, unframeable, Mona Lisa, oh, kiss you like a whiskey fire, turn around, leave you hide in a riot, lipstick and a cigarette pack on the dash. I'm a lady like that. I'm a lady like that. Whoa, Mona Lisa, oh, kiss you like a whiskey fire, turn around, leave you hide in a riot, lipstick and a cigarette pack on the dash. I'm a lady like that.
Yep. Yeah, we are. There we go. Thank you. Let's be very ladylike and say, I have to pee so bad right now. Be right back. Love you, Tenille. I will hear you from the bathroom.
Alright. Oh my gosh. This has been so much fun. I think this is my last song of the night. And I think it is. I think so. Yeah, she's saying, Patty's saying it is, you guys. But I have to say, this is going to be my very first time ever playing my #1 song for anybody. And I'm already very emotional about it, so if I cry, I'm sorry, but like, oh my gosh. This year, even though it was so strange and just so weird for all of us, I saw some dreams come true, and it was really weird to just sit on my couch and like cry about having a #1 song. And by myself and over FaceTime with my family. And I just feel so grateful to be sitting in front of you guys and to get to play it. So this song really kind of got its start. I played it on The Bachelor at the beginning of 2020. And then we released it to radio, and then the world shut down. And I just kept reflecting back on why we wrote this song, and I know that so many people were going through so many ups and downs in relationships during quarantine, and I mean, love is hard, you know, there's a lot of ups and downs, and in the end, it's always worth it if you stick to it. And so, when I was writing this song with my co-writers, we were talking about, you know, the relationships that we look up to, and you know, it's really not a fairy tale. We wanted to write about that realistic kind of love. And so we wrote this song called Somebody Like That. Thank you so much to Cat Country for making this song a #1. I love you guys so much. Pickup lines and dive for strangers, slow dance. I've seen happy hour 2 for ones turn to one-night stands. I've seen neon rebounds, late night drunk dives. I've seen that Cinderella fairy tale up in cigarette smoke. I've seen 2 hearts bet it all and still end up broke. The real thing won't be easy. Yeah, it might take a while, but I want that all in falling, keep the fire burning like the first time, feeling no matter what. If I'm gonna love somebody like that, kind of heart, open arms, it's forever, ever, never, ever say goodbye. Share of ups and downs, and I saw the best and the worst, and working worth it to get to that all in falling, keep the fire burning like the first time, feeling no matter what. If I'm gonna love somebody like that, kind of heart, open arms, it's forever, ever, never, ever say goodbye. If I'm gonna love somebody like that. I've had some real close calls, a couple diamond ring thoughts, and enough midnight tears to know what love's not. And I want that all in falling, keep the fire burning like the first time, feeling no matter what. If I'm gonna love somebody like that, kind of heart, open arms, it's forever, ever, never, ever say goodbye. If I'm gonna love somebody like that. Somebody like that. Somebody like that. Love somebody like that.
know it might feel like you missed out, but I promise you, everyone's been waiting to do this with you, and this next year, you are gonna get so much love. It is gonna be so fun. Tenille Arts, everybody! She's like, what do I do? I'm stuck here crying. Please sing. I know. It's time for Burning House. So I'm gonna tell you the story behind it. I really did have this dream. I had this boyfriend that I was really close with. We, helped shape each other. Like I burp the way I burp because of this guy. Well, you burp and then you blow to the side. That's the ladylike way. Oh, damn it, she's not. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Back from the pee break. Yeah. And a few years of being real close, and the way it ended, I ended it, and I did it very inconsiderately. Via email. Yeah, I know, she's recording. I had traveled somewhere and he was supposed to meet me, and I let him know, if you show up, it'll just be as friends. Day before. Horrible. Me, your friend Cam, I know. But I think when you're younger, you're so concerned with taking care of yourself. You don't know these kinds of moves yet. You don't know how, when someone's not for you, you still can treat them with care, right? So a few years later, I get hip to this, realize that I've been a fantastic person. And I was gonna see him at a party, and I wanted to apologize. So I was practicing what I was gonna say to someone who definitely didn't want to speak to me. And that night I went to bed with all of this marinating, and I dreamt there was this house, and it was on fire, and I'm running towards it, and all the firemen and everybody are saying, you can't go in, the house is about to go down. He's in there, my ex, but we can't save him. And like a superhero, I run in there. He's trapped. And instead of leaving and saving myself, which is what I did in real life, I stayed, I put my arms around him so he wouldn't have to die alone, and we go up and smoke together. That is some guilt. And in all the years singing this, I met a gal one time who said she had this dream over and over, the same dream, and she'd been going to therapy, and I said, oh my God, save me the money, what did they tell you? And she said, it means there's something in your life that you cannot fix, and you have to accept that. So whatever the reason you love the song, thank you so much for loving it. Thanks for putting yourself in it. Thanks in advance for singing it, hopefully. Thanks, Cat Country, for bringing us all together. This has been such a magical night. I've had goosebumps the whole time. This is Burning House. I had a dream about a burning house. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, I see you at a party and you look the same. I could take you back, but people don't ever change. Wish that we could go back in time. I'd be the one you thought you'd find. Love isn't all that it seems. I did you wrong. I'll stay here with you till this dream is gone. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, flames are getting bigger now. In this burning house, I can hold on to you somehow. In this burning house, oh, and I don't wanna wake up in this burning house. Last chorus all together. Do you remember it? I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. You're on your own, ready? I've been sleepwalking, yeah, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house. Beautiful. Thank y'all so much.
I would just be clapping my ass off if I wasn't holding so many things.
You
Man,
gotta invent something where you can make clapping noises while holding your drink. They gotta do that.
yeah.
It's
I
called
just-
twerking. Come on, Nat. Show us what you got.
That's extra. That ain't for that ticket y'all bought tonight. That's extra.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
Can't give it away. I'm gonna get sentimental for a minute. Obviously, we all been through a plague like in Bible times, and like Pharaoh's heart got hardened or some shit, and here we are all out here. But you know what? We made it. So cheers. Listen, you don't have to do this, but I'm doing this. Every Wednesday is now Friday, and also Thursdays are Friday. I don't care. Like, I had a year stolen from me, and I'm gonna make it back. I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get my chips with dip, okay? Cheers, y'all. And on a serious note, what an amazing stage to be on. Your first #1 song. We have something in common that Tenille and I both wrote #1 songs with a great friend of ours, Allison Bell's together. Cam, I remember my cousins and aunties and everybody singing your song at Christmas. It was unbelievable. Like, what a great song, you know. You don't have to, I mean, this is just me saying this. Like, y'all already stood up for them. You proved you love it. I'm just telling y'all that I love it. And then Ingrid and I have been drinking tequila all night. And awesome, man. Simon up here kicking ass on whatever guitar that is. That sounds so good. I have to work, so hold up.
Come on, business face.
Clock in.
Yeah.
Here at the salt mine. Anybody's birthday tonight? Whose birthday is it? The first birthday to run right here gets a present. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh my God, it's a tie. All right.
It's so funny how none of the men have birthdays. It's wild. Matthew?
All right, so check this out.
No.
What's your name? Kristen? What's your name? Kristen, Caitlin, Michelle.
All right, and he's got a birthday.
Kristen, Caitlin, Michelle, and Jordan, by God. Good to see you, Jordan. This is about the ratio of my social media right here. All right, so backstage.
No, Matthew, I need you to think very carefully about what you're about to say.
Oh, you didn't scribble out the F word.
I did! No, it's on there!
All right, so
Oh, no.
backstage, we were drinking some tequila back there, and Ingrid was like, we were talking about drawing, and Ingrid, I swear to God, this just happened. Ingrid was like, yeah, I can draw like all this stuff, and it turns out Ingrid can only draw cubes and cylinders. But she drew a birthday cake, 2 birthday cakes, an ego box, and she signed it. And she also wrote something, a nice little note on one of them. So I have to figure out.
No, keep it for yourself.
No, I'm definitely giving this away.
Okay. Easy.
So anyway, this is an Ingrid Andress, and she signed it, original artwork, right here. And,
I love this for me and
I
for
love
you.
this for you. And you signed it. And she also, when she wrote FU on it, she didn't really mean it that way. She means it like in term of endearment. So I'll stop talking. I don't know how to
I mean, my vote's for Jordan, but...
All right.
And then the gals get to stay up here while you sing your
You
song.
know what? Jordan gets it.
Sorry, Jordan.
Take a picture with that and tag all 4 of us, and we'll throw it on some.
Do not do that. No.
Definitely tag Ingrid in it. All right. Guys, this song right here changed Matt and our lives, okay? I moved to Nashville I'm not gonna take a bunch of time talking, I'm just gonna tell you this. I moved to Nashville to write songs for people that were famous, and I thought I'll make my little weird ass records on my own. And we put this out, and y'all started listening to this, and places like Cat Country believed in us early and started playing this, and we got to celebrate this as a #1 song in all of the country for a couple weeks. And I don't say that to brag, I say that to say thank you very much for listening. And thank y'all very much. That took forever. I apologize, not to you, but I apologize to y'all.
Whatever.
This song's called Pray For You, and it goes like this. Never been one to ask for help. Even mountain moving myself. Out in the church pew, ringing there twice on Sunday, quote you the scripture kind. I'm far from a Christian, but I'm a believer. 'Cause every single graceful eyes that see me through. A smile that steals me, a heart that heals me, a touch that kills me too. Hey baby, you're perfect. I guess I'm good on hurting. Yes, he did. 'Cause every single day before I knew your name, I couldn't see your face, but I prayed for you. Every heartbreak trail went on fair. On the highway to hell, I prayed for you. I kept my faith like that old King James said I'm supposed to. It's hard to imagine bigger than I could fathom. Didn't know you from Adam. I pray for you, baby. Matt Morganson, y'all give it up now. Every single day before I knew your name, I couldn't see your face, but I prayed for you. Every tale I fade in a goodbye rain, girl, even today I prayed for you. I kept my faith like an old King James said I'm supposed to. It's hard to imagine bigger than I could fathom. I didn't know you from Adam. I prayed for you. I prayed for you, baby. Lord knows I did. I prayed for you. Y'all feel like singing that chorus with us one more time out there, Fort Myers? I can hear you singing it when I'm singing it, but I'd rather hear y'all do it. I need to give my voice a rest because I'm about to sing the shit out of Ingrid Andress' song right now as soon as we get done. So, sing it, let's go, here we go. Every single day before I knew your name, I see your face, heartbreak for you. Every heartbreak trail, now that I yeah. Hard to imagine bigger than I could find. Didn't know you from Adam. But I prayed for you. Oh, sit down. Come on, stop that now. Cheers, happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed, Mr. Art Steeler. It's fine. Jordan,
Thomas Crown over here.
wherever you are, burn it. Should never see the light of day. Jordan, yes. No more. Just look at it, burn it. That's the memo of this evening. Burn it, like the burning house, right, Cam? It's not good for you.
It's something you can't fix now.
Yeah. Truth. Well, what a night. Thank you to all of you and all these beautiful people. Like, honestly, Tenille, Cam, Matt, maybe Matt, but seriously, I have not been on stage with people in a very long time, and this is a great first time back, to be honest. So, Cat Country for the win. Like, hello. Florida! You know what? Yeah, give it up for Florida. Why not? evaluation for how you've lived your own lives for literally a year. Love that for you guys, yes. It's truly amazing, and I have thoroughly enjoyed being here. I'm like, oh, okay, we don't do mass anymore, it's fine. I can see people's facial expressions. Is that a positive or a negative? I don't know at this point. Okay, we'll save the debate for afterwards. Trust me, I have a lot in me. But we're gonna close this out with a family song. And Cat Country was a huge reason why I even had this #1 in the first place. When I first wrote this song, I wasn't thinking of anything other than my family, which is why it's so weird that it resonated with so many people, because I thought I was just writing about myself. But it turns out a lot of people can relate to this. And that's what's so fun about songwriting, is that you think you're just writing about you, but you're just writing about human beings in general. And we actually have a lot more in common than what we think, which during this time means a lot to me, because I think sometimes we lose sight of that. So, I wrote this song around the holidays, because that's around the time when you are dating somebody and you're like, oh, what do we do? Do we go to your parents for Thanksgiving? Do we go to my parents for Christmas? Like, how are we gonna break this up? And then you realize you are introducing this person to like the most important people in your life. And that's terrifying. So I wrote about it as the tortured soul that I am. And I'm gonna play it for you, and thank you so much for listening to this song and relating to it so much. And thank you, Cat Country, for playing it. And thank you guys for being here. Pretty dope. All right, let's get into our feels. Oh, this is more hearts than mine. Sorry, I forgot to introduce it. Okay, great. I can't wait to show you where I grew up. Walk you around the foothills of my town. You'll probably feel like you've been there before. After hearing all the stories I've been telling you for 6 months now. We'll probably have to sleep in separate bedrooms. Pack a shirt for church because we'll go. Well, I'm not trying to scare you off, but I just thought that we should talk a few things out before we hit the road. If I bring you home, Mama, I guess I better warn you. She falls in love a little faster than I do. And my dad will check your tires, pour you whiskey over ice, and take you fishing, but pretend that he don't like you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine, but you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. Holy shit, it's fine. My sister's gonna ask a million questions and say anything she can to turn you red. And when you meet my high school friends, they'll buy you drinks and fill you in on all the
And if my dad sees me crying, he'll pour some whiskey over ice and then lie and say he never really liked you. Oh, if we break up, I'll be fine, but you'll be breaking more hearts than mine. Okay, just y'all. You'll be breaking more hearts than
Get up out of your chair.
You guys, one more time, Ingrid Andress! And Tenille Marks, everybody! One more time, just want to thank all of our sponsors, Victory Lane Chevrolet Pictures and Bud Light Seltzer.